and welcome back. I'm Kat Warner.
And I'm Benedict Townsend, and we are joined by the fantastic Yumi at 6.
Hello. And this is PopBuzz Presents. So this week, we're going to start with a little game of true or false news. All you've got to do is guess whether the headlines are real or false. Sound easy?
Sounds pretty simple.
Yeah.
That's really I think I understand.
Yeah, you think it sounds simple now.
Let's see if they smash it. Here's headline number 1. Man who lived as a goat says it was a special kind of time. True or false?
Is there, can we elaborate? How was he living
Elaborate
as
as much as you
What
want.
country is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Where did the news come from?
You're asking many questions.
Where's the source?
How do you...
It sounds true.
How do you live as a goat?
Like a nomad lifestyle, like living in a field, eating grass and stuff, I don't know.
Just
Sounds pretty sweet,
getting
to
a
be honest.
beard.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely true.
Relaxing.
Are we going with true?
You going with true?
There's a lot of crazy people out there.
Okay.
A lot of crazy
Go on.
Divided.
I was going to say
Man
false.
divided, yeah, same. But
All on Max then.
You said you want to go true. I'm happy if you go true if you want to.
we're a democracy, so it's true, I think.
Let's just, yeah.
Saying
Let's
true?
go true. Let's go true.
That's correct. It is true.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
I know my goats.
You know you're,
It was you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
you're the goat.
You're the man living as a goat.
Man goat.
Yeah, man goat.
It's the next Marvel movie, Man Goat.
Heard it here first, guys.
Man goat.
So, headline 2. Croatia has become the first country to legalise dog marijuana. True or false?
No, that's got to be
No,
false.
I mean, they haven't legalised human marijuana.
Yeah.
No, that's
Maybe you need to chill the dog out though, it's like really vicious.
Can a dog get high?
So they smoke it, they don't want, it's not like edibles.
It's going to be edible.
Maybe it was an edible.
If it's edibles, that's making more sense to me right now.
In a little dog treat.
It's false.
Maybe it's for like a
Dog with
medicinal cancer or arthritis.
Exactly.
Maybe
No,
Yeah.
you can
Dog
use,
arthritis.
Yeah, it's real.
If it's edibles, obviously it's way more likely than the dog smoking a joint. That's
Sunglasses on. He's there like in a hot tub.
He's like his food bowl, just clawing at the food bowl.
The best
Snoop Dogg.
ever.
Yeah.
What are you guys saying then?
True.
It was false.
I wish it was
False.
true.
Can you imagine that?
Damn you, Croatia.
As a dog owner,
Dog
I knew
marijuana?
it's out of line.
What dog have you got?
French bulldog. But if it was legal, he'd definitely be on it.
Yeah.
Maybe Blaze.
Fill him out.
He'd be
Just public service announcement,
Sunday
we don't
Bunday.
condone dogs smoking marijuana.
I do.
every day.
Headline number 3. In a shock new claim, the United States is going to start dropping gay bombs. These are bombs that turn people gay. Bombs
To be fair,
themselves aren't gay.
if it's come from Donald Trump, it could be true, couldn't it?
Surely it's a pun on the A-bomb, right? So it's going to be false.
Yeah, that's definitely false. Definitely false.
It is true. What? Well. It's true in the sense that it's a real headline from a Turkish newspaper.
Hang on.
There's the source. There's the source.
Yeah.
The actual story may not be true. I don't know.
The story is not true.
It is America, though.
I'm confused about this game
You
now.
have to.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
Headline number 4. A plane has been quarantined after 100 people suddenly fall ill with fevers.
That is true.
got
I read that on the
Sounds
news.
very
the other
quick.
day.
That's an easy.
There you go.
I read it on the news.
I'm going
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah, I swear I did.
backed you.
Going true?
Swear I
backed
did.
you.
Did I not?
True.
Yes.
It was thought the whole plane flying to JFK, well done, went down with influenza. And there was a celebrity on it.
Oh, bonus
It was an
point.
Airbus, wasn't it? It was a
Yes.
big one.
Can you guess who the celebrity was?
Go on,
board?
you read the
Who
news
was on the
article.
top deck.
Who was it?
Mel C.
Good guess.
It's a guess.
No.
Do you get 3 guesses?
Mel B.
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice was
Is
on board.
he still a celebrity?
Trouble though, isn't he?
Is he
That
still
guy?
a celebrity these days?
On a plane full of sick people, he's the closest.
He's the one that stands out.
All right, last one. Yumi at 6 announced a collaboration with S Club 7 and 5 Seconds of Summer called Yumi at 18.
Is this how we're announcing it?
How do they know? I thought this was a secret.
Who's let the
happened.
cat out of the bag?
I thought we were doing that next
Honestly.
week. I don't understand.
Yeah.
It's the next single.
If so, I'm very gassed about that.
Well, see, I've got it down as
Very.
false, but seeing as you've said it, I guess it is true now.
True.
Isn't it?
That's
true.
the point.
Hot
to
off the
you,
press.
So there you go.
I'd actually love to hear that.
I would love to hear
I'm
that.
not against it.
No?
Any chance of, what was it,
Just putting the
Bradley,
feelers out there,
Paul,
guys.
John?
S Club, if you're
Hey,
listening.
you're a fan. You said Rachel.
I used to watch
Rachel. Yeah, Rachel.
Are you like Rachel?
Tina, girl like
Yeah,
Tina.
Tina.
Oh my God.
Rachel
was your cup of tea, wasn't she?
Loved
Oh
her.
yeah, excellent.
They gave it a good go, didn't they, to be
I
fair?
miss them. I do.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the most important news stories from this week covered. We're going to be heading over to the PopBuzz Cinema to have a DMC with Yumi at 6 in a little bit, and we're going to talk about their new album.
But first, we're going to see what happened when Olivia Jones had a little chat with Ali Brooke, formerly of Fifth Harmony, over at Fusion Festival. Over to you, Olivia.
Hi, we're backstage at Fusion Festival 2018. I'm here with Ali Brooke.
Hey friends.
So let's just acknowledge the height difference, first of all.
And I'm wearing heels. It's a pretty big height difference, see?
I often get confused as a lamppost, so do you...
You're a very cute lamppost, okay?
Thanks so much. So I saw you hugging Zara Larson earlier, and you said hi to the Vamps as well.
Totally. Like, I love Zara. We were just kind of catching up before she goes off, and she's just doing so many amazing things. She's always killing it, and we've actually known her for years. So it's like, it's really cool to run into her here. She's just awesome and has the best style and so talented. You keep killing it, girl!
I feel like you're Mr... Do you know who Mr. Motivator is?
I've heard of him.
Okay, I feel like that's what you're doing right now.
I'm Mrs. Motivator.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you, how was that performance on stage? Because you've done it, haven't you?
Yeah, it's crazy. So I had like so much preparation for it, and then it goes by so fast, but it was so amazing. The crowd was awesome, and I just felt so loved and welcomed up there. It was my first performance as a solo, and honestly, it was just so amazing, and I'm so happy. Thank you guys for being so kind to me. I appreciate it.
Is it? I feel like that's a bit of a rebirth in a way, isn't it? Like totally new.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. I mean, it just feels so new and so different, and you know, it's a sneak peek into my world, and I had so much fun. I hope everybody loved it.
Was there anything that was going through your head that you were like, okay, like calm down? What sort of stuff do you have to say to yourself before you go on stage?
Yeah, so usually before I go on stage, I just get like, you know, a little nervous and kind of make sure everything's in order. But then like right before the music starts, I kind of breathe and then zone.
Oh,
yeah.
I love that, like, bam.
Yeah, exactly, literally like that. You killed it, girl. You killed it. You can go on stage.
Thanks very much. I wanted to do a quick little thing with you called Never Been Asked Before. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't ask questions that you've had before. And you've had...
It's gonna be hard, girl.
You've had so many interviews, right?
Yes, with the girls, so many. Like,
so many. Okay, so let's see if I can do this. First of all, and if you've had it before, just don't answer it, okay?
So just stay quiet?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll move on really awkwardly. Do you believe in ghosts?
I haven't been asked that question before.
Wow.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, totally.
You've had an experience?
No, thank God. Oh my gosh, no. I'm like, nope, don't, I'm gonna respect you. Go over there. But also, I have the Holy Ghost on my side, so girl.
Okay. I like that finger snap as well. Okay, do you think long distance relationships work?
They can. It's possible.
Okay. Have you done it before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your tips then for people that are in long distance?
Just stay in touch and be kind to each other and support each other. That's like the main thing.
Okay. Final one. Have you ever worn Crocs?
You know what? I have not. I'm like a crazy person. I don't think I've ever worn Crocs. These are awesome questions, girl. I love this. I love the quirky questions. Those are my favorite type of interviews.
Okay.
Because it's like fun, you know?
But you've never worn a Croc before?
I think I've like tried it on, but I haven't like just gone out and just rocked the Crocs.
Do you think they're a good fashion choice? Or?
You know, I think they're comfortable.
Okay, I like that.
Maybe not my fashion choice, but they're for somebody.
Okay. That sums it up nicely. Thank you so much for taking time.
Thank you so much. Mwah!
Welcome back. We're here with Yumi at 6.
Woo!
Come on. It worked very hard. And we're going to get deep. It's time for the DMC with Impulse Body Mist.
Spritz me.
Oh, wow.
Can I get some of that?
Smell great.
Yeah.
Cheers.
It's really nice.
Nice one.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's good. So, lads, before we move on to the new record, let's talk a little bit about your previous record, Night People, because you have been open about not being so fond of it in some ways. You said you were, quote, too tied up with your own business affairs. What business was this? What affairs were you having? What went on?
Just crunching numbers.
Yep.
You know?
Doing the manager's job.
Doing the pie charts and stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody on floor 2 just wasn't really
Shirley, we had to
producing.
fire
Shirley had to go.
Shirley in accounts.
Yeah.
I've heard about Shirley.
She was done.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
We sat her down and we said, look,
Yeah.
you're not pulling your weight anymore.
Yeah.
Terry for marketing was useless.
Really?
Already.
He went.
Yeah.
We had to just trim a bit of fat.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just us 5
You
now.
know how it
Yeah,
is
yeah.
these days.
Yeah,
I see.
it's brutal, but it's got to be done.
With this credit crunch and everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just deal with it, yeah. So at what point during that album did you realise we're not really happy with this?
I don't know if it's that we weren't happy with it. It's more the fact that, like, we just felt that we went in and made a record because we had to make a record. And I think you can't really put a sort of framework on creativity, which is maybe the issue. But if I think it just set us up even more for this one because we were all so buzzing to get to the studio and all felt like really ready to do it.
Yeah, so I was going to ask, like, what kind of was different this time round? What kind of different energy?
I think we wanted it again, really. I think we just like it sort of Night People had a purpose because it gave us like a fire in our bellies again, which I think is massively important for us moving forward. Like we did take quite a long break after that. I mean, even though we're still young, we'd been a band for sort of 10 years at that point, so it was time to have a little step back. Okay, and then you know since then. I think that was the record that sort of made us hungry to go out and really produce something that we thought was creatively like amazing, like a masterpiece kind of thing. Not saying that Six is a masterpiece, but
I will say that.
It
we
is.
want to get to that point where you know we become better musicians and better songwriters and everything, and it's you know that's sort of given us that.
Yeah. So we've spoken about the last album. It's time to talk about the new album.
Yeah.
Six.
The masterpiece.
Yeah, the masterpiece, as it
Modern
were.
day classic.
I mean, you said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, excited. So you wrote some songs with Egg White. Now he's worked with Adele, Linkin Park, Florence and the Machine, Kylie, Minogue, not Jenna. What was it like kind of bringing in someone else that's not in the band to write with you?
We did that with him and Joel Pott as well. I think if you stand still in anything you do, if you're not sort of open to learning more about what it is that you do within your passion, your job or whatever, then you're sort of missing a trick. And we just wanted to be around people that would maybe bring out a different side to our band, a different flair and move us forward. And both Joel and Egg did that.
If you get a chance to work with Egg White as well, you don't
He's a
turn it
legend.
down, really, do you?
Yeah,
He's a
he's written
legend.
for everyone.
We've written music for, like we were saying, 10, 12 years, and it's only ever been us 5 in a room writing music, so why not go off and experience and learn from other people? Like that.
You're not going to learn if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, are you? Yeah.
Exactly.
So you were quite excited, you weren't reluctant to like work with someone?
No, I think that's something, we were very reluctant to do that thing in the early years.
Yeah.
When we were younger, we were like, this is our baby, this is our band. Whereas now we're just sort of like, we've done it for so long, it's like, cool, yeah, sounds fun, let's go write with some new people and see what comes out. And
the more the merrier.
whatever, let's just have fun with it.
Now I'm going to ask you, it might be a difficult question, prepare yourselves.
Aye.
What are your favourite songs on the album?
So you're basically saying, can we trick
Can we choose one of our children?
between our children?
Yeah, favourite
That's
child.
what I'm asking you.
That's
Who's
terrible.
your favourite child?
I think everyone
Listen,
can
everyone's
choose
got a
their
favourite child.
Yeah,
Everyone's got a
they
favourite
do.
child.
Everyone always,
Seriously.
everyone's got a favourite.
You just don't want to say
They
it.
don't want to say it, but they definitely do. Like, I was definitely the favourite child. You know.
It's rough when you know you're not the favourite child.
Yeah,
To be
that's
honest,
sucks.
I probably
You find out
I-
later in life as well.
I don't think I am.
How does that feel?
I'm definitely not
I
either.
deal with it day to day.
I think I was the annoying little brat, to be honest. Yeah.
Were you the youngest?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. But we're the favourites, I think.
Reckon.
Yeah.
I think everyone thinks they're the favourites though, don't they?
No, I know.
I know.
Oh, oh, okay.
You just know deep
Wow, I
down.
think-
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I
You
know.
want to believe.
You're like, they've told me.
Back to the question though.
Get some more.
Favourite songs? Songer.
I owe you.
Oh, yeah, it's probably
Banger.
my favourite. I like that.
That's my favourite song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
It's just groovy and sexy.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Bit like you then.
It is. Ooh. Oh boy.
Eh?
Wow.
You won't deny it.
He knows it's true.
What's there to deny?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know how groovy you are.
I play drums, mate. You're having a laugh. That groove is me.
Wow.
Hang on.
Wow.
And the bass, there's a
Yeah,
lot
hang
to do
on.
there. Well, rhythm
Come on.
section.
Come on.
Rhythm section unite.
Yeah.
I'm just having popcorn and what?
We're cuddling, mate.
We're having a snuggle.
We're having a
over here.
snuggle.
Let's do a Fiji popcorn.
Where's your
but now I'm not.
Netflix and chill over here.
Okay.
Wow.
That's your 6th album. You mentioned before you've been a band for 10 years, which is mad because, like you say, you're like in your 20s. It's like, how is this? How is that possible?
Yeah, no, 20s. Yeah.
No, yeah. All
They're
of your
holding on
20s.
for
We're all in our
dear
20s.
life.
Yeah.
Just
We can
about.
only say that for like another 6 months. Me and
Yeah,
Matt.
you're all 23 years old.
Yeah.
And does that do people get confused by that? Does that trip people up? Do people think like, oh, you guys must be like 45 because you've been making music?
No, it's more like that people go, oh my God, this is your 6th album. But that's what they get surprised about, not so much everyone still thinks that we're young anyway, because look at these youthful faces.
I still can't grow a beard.
Yeah, I can't.
You're getting there.
Yeah, it just doesn't fill out though.
Oh, you know.
One day.
Yeah.
So I think
In my
Keep
40s.
trying.
they're more surprised by that sort of, oh my God, has it been that long? Crikey. Crikey. Crikey, Sam. Because my dad used to say crikey all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Crikey.
He used to say crikey, and he used to say, "You're not my favourite child."
Yeah.
His two things.
Two things
Oh,
we
baby.
say.
Dark.
Yeah, dark. What a fun show. How do you stay together as a band for 10 years without just like murdering each other?
There's been some murders.
Oh,
There's been some fatalities.
What's this hand movement I'm
Yeah,
seeing
that's what
over?
I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean.
What are you doing behind you?
I'm not sure what he's doing. What's he doing, lads? Oh, it's a beer.
oh, just you dirty,
beer.
dirty.
Well, I don't know.
Dirty.
I think we just keep
I'm just
things
gonna carry
simple.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
foundations in our band are really simple. It's that we put our friendships before we put any sort of business decision.
Yeah.
And a lot of bands and a lot of groups will have like financial divides and splits as well, whereas everything is 5 ways. It's always has been that way.
Because
So-
there's more to being in a band now than just writing the music
Of
as
course,
well.
it's a whole business
trying to
you
keep
run.
Even the friendship going half
Yeah.
the time, you know? It's people's lives at the end of the day.
So yeah, just
And we started as mates as well. Like we literally,
Yeah.
like all from the same area. Just like, do you want to be in a band?
Weybridge
It ends
Massive.
up working out. Yeah, some bands get
Big
put
up.
together because they're like from exactly Weybridge Massive.
yeah.
Famous.
The ghetto.
But,
You
The
got to
ghetto.
remember.
Did you just call it the ghetto?
There's a struggle.
struggle
come
it-
on.
struggle growing up in
idea.
Surrey.
I went to uni in Surrey. I know Surrey.
Yeah.
Well, like we're a bunch of brothers, not friends.
Yeah.
at the end of the
Yeah.
day, you know?
That's a lovely
Most
little quote.
important thing.
Got to have fun. That's it.
Yeah.
So you've been in the music industry for 10 years. Music industry can be tough, can be some road bumps. What's been like the hardest
Say road bums.
road bumps?
Bumps. Because there's a few bums in there. I'll
What's the hardest bump? No, what have been?
Wow.
Wow.
I'll tell you what.
You know what?
Different question entirely.
Kat, you ask some questions now. I think you're better
okay.
at questions.
What are the hardest things for you personally? Was it like being away from family while you're touring or anything like that?
Decent shower.
Yeah.
Miss decent showers.
It's like the simple things.
Yeah.
It's like waking up and being like, where do I poo today?
It's true. It's true.
Trust me, that is the thing
On
you
tour.
take so for granted.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Wake up on a tour bus like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
I'm gonna go right now.
Oh my
Right
God.
open, 3 hours.
Especially after a night of
Brilliant.
drinking or you've been out or something.
Yeah, what's the time? And you're in your like bunk and it's completely pitch black. Oh, it must be the morning. It's 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
And 5 people in a bus as well. That's a lot.
Oh, no, there's like
Who's the
12.
most
There's like
annoying?
14s.
Have us 5.
On tour, who's the most annoying?
I don't know.
I don't know, Max. Who do you think?
Oh, you volunteered.
We all have our minds.
We all just pick
eagerness. Not
Very.
annoying.
Hungry.
I'm hyper.
Are you?
So,
Hyper, yeah.
from like the minute I wake up.
You're like the morning is here man on Friends.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Or like when you land, when a plane
That's a
lands.
lovely compliment.
You know those-
so much.
up and you sing.
You know those moments when like a plane lands and everyone sort of stands there just like really quietly just
You
waiting.
just got to Australia. It's been like 26 hours and everyone's
Crikey.
Waiting to get off the plane. And this boy is just over there.
Are you clapping? Do you clap when the plane?
No, I don't clap. Actually, it's a lie.
Does it?
wants
Does
to
it?
talk.
have clapped.
Wants to
Yeah.
talk. But you got to love him for it at the end of the day.
Oh, I
Keep the-
love you.
Keep the spirits high.
We do. He does. That is the one thing he does.
Yeah.
Great.
spirit keeper.
He's the spirit keeper.
So you're going to be celebrating the 10th anniversary of your debut album, Take Off Your Colours. What have you got planned for that?
Gigs.
Just gigs?
Couple gigs. 10 in total.
Yeah.
Was there 10, really?
10.
Wow, God. I need to
believe
start
so.
practicing.
10 for a 10th anniversary?
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We thought about that.
Did
One
you?
for every year.
Somebody
did. The fact that we're doing 10 shows of an album that's 10 years old and people still want to come and see it. That's good news.
Ah, very dedicated.
Classic.
So what do you think makes that record so special to your fans?
I can only assume that it's because we sort of like, a lot of our fans were our age when we were making those
Yeah.
records, like between 15 and 17. So I feel like for some of them, like it is for us, it was sort of like that record documents our teenage years, and for some of them, like sort of soundtrack them as well. So I think maybe it's like it just reminds them of what it was like going to house parties and like, you know, who has a house party anymore?
I miss house parties.
I miss house
so
parties
much.
big time.
You rock up with a bottle of like whatever,
White Lightning.
Smirnoff
White
Ice.
Lightning.
Oh.
Case
I used to take, you know, sours, the shots.
Yeah.
A bottle of sours with a straw.
Just do that.
Yeah,
Apple sours.
No,
Apple
raspberry.
How do you have
Apple,
it?
are you mad? Raspberry.
How do you have
raspberry
teeth
sours?
left? They're so sugary.
Yeah, it's
No, I used
great.
to like that.
I used to like,
That would do me all night.
They're important years in your life as well. Like you're really finding yourself. So I think that's why people like
Get that
album
drunk.
so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get that drunk.
Find yourself in life, have a good drink.
you know-
It was all very deep and
Was this the
meaningful.
question?
was
Was
like-
this the
It went
question, or
off
are we
a
on a
little bit.
tangent here?
We're on a tangent.
Yeah.
We do like a good tangent.
Well, I think you answered it very well. So I think
Back of the head.
that was very deep, very meaningful, a little bit silly, but that's fine. Well, stay with us because we'll be back in a bit to play a little game with Yumi at 6. But first, we're going to be handing over to Olivia, who's going to give you the PopBuzz guide to flossing.
A lot of Olivia on today's show. Not sure how I feel about it.
I'm loving it.
Too much, I'd say.
Not too much. I love Olivia.
When you're not breaking your hand to look like Dele Alli, is it? It's like this, I think. Or giving yourself a hernia dancing like a Fortnite character. I've seen a kid do it and it's like that. You should be flossing. Dentists recommend twice a day. I recommend all the flipping time. But if you're struggling to get your hips in motion, here's a little guide to flossing, PopBuzz style. So, okay. Flossing dates back to the year BK. Backpack Kid, with his long lanky arms. He took the internet by storm and eventually landing himself on stage with none other than Katy Perry. His moves have been replicated by footballers, gamers, and now unfortunately, parents are in on the act. And you know when parents are involved, that's the end. So just like the loom bands, fidget spinners, mannequin challenge, it's over. But if you ever need to cheer yourself up, don't forget it's only a matter of time before we find something else to make us look stupid. And here's a little move I like to call the Olivia. Oh gosh, that one hurt. That one really hurt. Didn't really hurt, acting. Like that. So uncomfortably quiet.
We're back with Yumi at 6. Woo! Come on.
Yeah.
Woo!
I want to clap them every single time. And
Yeah.
we're going to play a little game called Yumi at Fix, where you guys fix people's problems. It does make sense.
Yeah.
So we found some very strange questions on like Yahoo Answers and other websites like that. And you guys, as agony uncles, are going to try and solve these problems. Should
Excellent.
be no problem.
We're great at this.
We've got this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
We've been doing this all
Okay. First question.
For each other.
for each other.
It's been a long ride.
I got these problems, man.
It's been a long ride.
How can I safely look at a picture of the sun?
Go on Google.
Picture.
Type in
Safely.
the sun.
Safely. How can I safely?
How can I safely look at a picture of the sun? It's
Yeah.
very hot.
Just give it a go and see what happens.
Sunglasses.
Just give it a go and see what happens.
Full stop.
Full stop. End of question.
Smashed it.
Moving on.
That could answer every one of these questions, actually. Cover all,
Excellent.
Give it a go.
cover all philosophy. All right, question 2. I want to be a good, polite vampire. From where should I start?
Leave the house every once in a while, I guess. I don't know.
You could give it
They hide away, don't they?
Yeah.
brush your teeth. Because when you're going to bite on someone's neck,
Yeah.
theft.
But
you've
is
got
biting on
plaque.
someone's neck polite?
Do you know what? I saw a programme I saw a program
Dark
about this. You've watched it, the Dark Tourist,
where he goes and meets
where-
vampires.
Yeah, where
He like cuts into like their backs.
slices
It's really weird. It's really weird.
drinks
show.
some blood, and the guy's like, "Oh my god."
I think that sounds like the opposite of safe, though.
Yeah, we want to be a good,
You
polite
need to do some,
vampire.
okay, well you need to get some tests done first before you start drinking each other's blood.
Yeah.
That's polite.
Garlic's apparently good for the immune system, so have loads of that.
Get them to sign a waiver that doesn't, so you don't get sued.
Yeah.
Illegal company.
Especially if you're in America.
Yeah.
And then I guess,
So many vampires getting sued these days. It's
Ask nicely.
travesty.
And ask nicely.
Ask nicely.
the real problem
Oh,
is
that's
the High
nice.
Court.
Yeah.
It is.
All right, well, I think
That's
we settled
That's a
that.
good answer. I think
Yeah.
we sort of fixed that one.
Yeah. All right, question 3. If you die with your eyes open, can you still see?
I reckon for a good 15, 20 minutes, like, isn't there that thing where your brain like is still active? So like maybe you can just like.
Well, it's like when you're in a coma.
Apparently the last thing,
everything, right?
but apparently the last thing to go is your hearing. So apparently you can still hear, like when you drift off, you can still hear.
Have you died before?
Apparently, this is what happened.
Yeah.
Well, even if you're beheaded.
Apparently that. No, because they say about
Your
beheading,
eyes roll
like,
around for a bit.
Yeah, people are still like
Oh my
speaking
God.
and stuff after that. For a good hour or two.
Mumbling, yeah.
us.
Good hour or two. That's fact.
I'm scared.
Fact.
Well, if we bring out the PopBuzz guillotine.
Let's
Oh,
try
it's being clean, sorry. It's
Have
being
we,
clean.
have we got a guinea pig to use?
I think you've chosen him.
I'm all ready. You got the guillotine?
It's not
That's
that
a
kind
news
of show,
story.
don't worry.
Sweet. All right, next one. A lot of sun-based questions today. I'm not sure why. Do you think humans will ever walk on the sun?
Probably
Only
not.
in winter.
Great answer.
Only in
Great answer.
Yeah.
I mean, I see no problem with that.
If it winter.
Dark,
Cold.
innit?
It's cold, isn't it?
Cold and dark,
Freezing
it's
in
gonna be
winter.
hot.
Barely comes out.
At night as well.
At night.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, night.
When it's turned off.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, that was an easy one.
That was easy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Stupid question, Benedict. Oh, obvious.
It's obvious.
Last one. This is a bit of a tricky one.
It's a bit deep, actually.
Yeah. What is something that everyone knows, but no one wants to admit?
I was going to say something that I
really
probably shouldn't
profound.
say.
Yeah,
It was a very profound question, so.
I'm lost.
I've only got this one
I'm
answer in my head and I can't get out.
I know, it's same.
You could say it and we could just bleep it if it's
Yeah.
really bad.
You have to say it now. You have to say it.
I was going to say that
Can't be profound.
GCSEs don't really matter.
Ooh, controversial.
Everyone knows it. When you're doing it,
very
like,
glad.
doesn't really matter what proton and neutrons do. That's not going to help me pay the tax, man.
Stay in school, kids.
Depends if you want to be a
Scientist,
engineer,
yeah.
then maybe it does matter if you know.
Yeah, but
about
then you
brain.
can get into specifics.
I
in
would
college.
say they do matter.
And also, to
We'll
be
agree to
fair,
disagree.
4 of us here went to the same college and we had to have certain grades to get into it. So
It's true. Big up.
In
Big up.
Weybridge.
something that everyone knows that no one wants to admit.
That Weybridge is. Big up Weybridge.
So where, Weybridge is, where is that?
Weybridge is big up Weybridge.
Weybridge massive. Well, thank you for answering those questions,
Glad we
guys.
established that.
I personally feel a lot better after that. Yeah.
Just give
I
it
feel
a
more
go.
knowledgeable.
Just give it a go.
My mind has been blown.
Really, Yumi, it fixed those issues.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much in general for being on the show. You guys have been
worries.
fantastic. Thank you
Thanks.
for coming. Can we have another round of applause for Yumi?
Cheers.
So that is all for this week, but don't forget to check PopBuzz online for your latest entertainment news, and we'll be here, same time, same place, next week.
Bye.